are the shadows and the smoke. We rise. We are the ghosts that hide in the night. Welcome back, people. The long-awaited sequel is coming sooner than we thought. There might not be as many movie stars in this part as the previous movies, but it is expected to be the best one so far. Stay with me until the end, as I have some really interesting news to share with you. As written in the official description, armed with every weapon they can get their hands on and the skills to use them, the Expendables are the world's last line of defense, and the team that gets called when all other options are off the table. But new team members with new styles and tactics are going to give New Blood a whole new meaning. Now, let's kick off with a short recap of the previous movie. So here's how the critics go. The Expendables 3 was arguably the best film in the franchise, with a less serious tone, for actually sticking to a loose. Anyway, I can't say that this movie was high art, nor something that took out the best from that dream team of the cast list, but maybe it wasn't made to go in that direction. The Expendables definitely gave us some spectacle to look at, a show we expected, saying some one-liners and making fans happy. Would I watch this movie in a cinema? Yeah, I would pay 100 times. I think this was an easy mission for a team of pros like this. Some would say that this movie was an intentional wink from Stallone and his contemporaries. They all know that their days as action stars ended long ago. So that's why we say tech savviness is the new black. And these movies are no longer just about old school smash mouth displays of force. This is actually the plot of The Expendables 3. As crazy as this sounds, under the leadership of Sylvester Stallone's Barney Ross, the core gang of mercenaries have returned again. They got the job to take down a mysterious arms trader for the CIA, but that wouldn't be that bad if that wasn't the man who helped start the Expendables. The first fight didn't go according to the plan. As a matter of fact, it went so bad that one of their own almost got killed again. Barney knows that he would need to make some changes, so he decides to sideline his aging crew with fresh blood, new fighters who don't give a crap. The old band of brothers has given enough to the Expendables, so they were ready for retirement. Barney embarks on a suicide mission with his younger charges after demanding that his crew enjoy the rest of their lives. The young fellows are skilled not only in combat, but also in those computer thingies. Anyway, sometimes the force doesn't mean anything if you don't have experience. So once the new kids are kidnapped by Stonebanks, Barney brings back the old crew.
Somebody's hooked.
And I pronounce you man a knife.
We've seen almost everything in this movie. We saw Antonio Banderas taking the role of Galgo, and along with Stallone, they last appeared as antagonists in the Wachowskis' Assassins. Remember, it seems like they decided not to recreate that character. So Banderas plays a cross between Joe Pesci's Leo Getz and Puss in Boots, and by repeating a line from Banderas' Desperado, Gibson is hitting that like button just like you should if you haven't done so already. No, really, Gibson is returning back the favor. Schwarzenegger repeats catchphrases from many movies, especially Commando, while Wesley Snipes, before reuniting with his nemesis from Demolition Man, makes his entrance on a literal money train. Practically every combination of the older Expendables and every line they say evokes this type of connection, and we all know what they were doing. Can't complain about that. The younger Expendables are portrayed as many versions of their original counterparts, so they got the Muppet Babies treatment. And I want to stop here talking about the previous movie and focus more on what is coming up next. So yeah, let's talk about that release date. The release date has finally been announced. The Expendables 4 will hit the theaters on September 22nd, 2023. Lionsgate has set the long-awaited sequel, which was in the works for many years. Why do we say that September 22nd is the day? Well, on the same date, Warner Bros. Has also scheduled an unnamed DC movie, so we might be facing some stiff competition that day. The Expendables 4 is one of 3 2023 release dates set by the studio, according to Deadline, which also plans to release an untitled comedy movie on June 23rd, and the Sebastian Manisco biopic about My Father with Robert De Niro on May 26. Using a screenplay by Max Adams and Spencer Cohen, the director of The Expendables 4 is Scott Wow. The movie is produced by Les Weldon, Yariv Lerner, and Kevin King Templeton. Now that we have that clear, let's talk about the cast list.
This is your team?
Short notice.
Yeah, very short.
As I said before, in this part of Expendables, there won't be as many stars as before. But that doesn't mean that the movie won't be any better. In his most recent interview, and talking right about this topic, Randy Couture said, Obviously, there are only 4 old expendable characters left, and that's me and Dolph Lundgren, and Jason Statham, and Sylvester Stallone. So we added a whole new influx of new people. Okay, what if I mentioned that they added 50 Cent, who brings a lot of audiences along? Megan Fox, she will take part as well. And now, get ready to hear this. The incredible The Godfather, Andy Garcia, who has had so much impact on the movie industry. Iko Uwais, who takes the role of a villain, said, "Experience is very valuable for me to share a frame with senior players who have a lot of experience. There are a lot of things that we share, what we think about them, beyond expectations. All in all, the cast list might be the same as before, but no other movie could compare to The Expendables as well. Again, the 4th movie will be based on the original Spencer Cohen story, who, along with Max Adams and John Joseph Connolly, serves as the co-script writer. This time, the lead character, Jason Statham, serves as a producer along with the others. Dolph Lundgren and Randy Couture will reprise their roles from the last 3 installments as well. And now, the most important question: what will it be about? The 4th installment will most likely see Barney Ross and his team trying to set out and get the arms dealers, who also have a massive private army. There are no official statements related to the plot as of yet, but we can make a guess. We know that Toll, Gunnar, Lee, and Barney will set out on another explosive and dangerous adventure as they always do. Just this time, they'll get help from some new members. It was mentioned before that in this movie, Lee's character will definitely get the spotlight. This could mean that Ross will either retire and pass on the baton to Lee to be a leader, or get killed by the end of the story. As a final tribute to Sylvester Stallone's role, the creators decided to smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. No, really. In all seriousness now, the creators decided to bring back the series' signature song, Diamond Eyes. We know that the production budget will be over $100 million, so it looks like this movie will really going to blow it out of the box. The expectation comes after Dolph Lundgren's interview, who said that Sylvester Stallone and the company are having the plan to break the record. Unfortunately, as of now, there is no official trailer released by the studio, but we got some promotional videos that gave us some sort of first look at the movie. But stay tuned, since the official video is coming soon. We might not have much information about the plot, but we are sure about one thing. This will definitely be an emotional goodbye with Barney Ross, who reaches the end of a fun and exciting journey. And what do you think about these theories? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.